My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is January 1st, 2025. It is 3:46 a.m. I was not gonna record anything today. It's 3 o'clock. I'm laying in bed and I'm just looking at the ceiling. Yeah, that was me. Because I'm so used to being up around this time. So I was like, you know what? Let me use the time to record something. It doesn't hurt. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna put this video. If it's over here, PYTE, or APTS Sussex. So we're gonna look at both ends of the channel, depending on how I place the video. I forgot what I put on the list. My idea for a video was to do like a review of what Harry and Meghan did last year, but it's gonna take me so long to look for all clips throughout the year. So this is something that should have been thought out for days, but I didn't do that. But the moment I finished recording yesterday, I started putting some stuff together. So that's the ones that I'm gonna cover, but I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. Okay, so this is the background of PYTE, 4,028 subscribers. If there are any new subscribers, welcome. Estimate revenue, $86.30. Analytics, 958 views in the last 48 hours. So let's go on APTS Sussex, just in case that's where I put the video. And for those who are new, just know that I have several channels that cover Harry and Meghan for different topics. The one that I just came from, PYTE, it's mostly the positive, feel-good type of videos. Sometimes when I read the tweets, there are some stuff I wasn't aware of, but made me think of certain things that could be in the negative things, but just be ready for anything. But over here, I'm very consciously aware. It will be the derangers, the tabloid, and things like that. This is where I'll be putting them. Okay, so 4,464 subscribers. I think it moves up again because yesterday, by the time I finished whatever I was recording, it ended up to be 4,462, I believe. And it prompted me to put something on my community board to say, check your subscription and see if you're still being notified. And some people have responded. They said yes, so I appreciate that. Okay, estimate revenue, $99.68. Yay, we're moving up. But anyway, let's look at analytics. 1,844 views in the last 48 hours. What did I put yesterday? I had, okay, so that's regarding Jimmy Carter, may he rest in peace, with solar panels and things like that. Okay, so I remember. Because I did 3 videos, and I have another channel, Output of Pure Service. Definitely, whatever I have here will not fall there. But for the sake of anybody who might be new, let me show you the back end of that channel. It is not monetized. YouTube refused to monetize it. Okay, so this is it. This is something that I put yesterday, and I took it out while I was recording because it focuses on Harry's work and what they're doing. This is a very good video if anyone wants to know what they are doing, how they run their stuff, because I put a link there for their studies, okay? Invictus Game, their system, the way they do things. And this is something, maybe I should look for that tweet. There's a video that I did, and it had the derangers talking about how, like, saying as if Harry is the one who's training the people, the vets, okay, in terms of their physical things. Where is the article? This is here, article link. Let me copy it and look for that video, because they were accusing him of being the one who's working with the vets, the participant personally, and I think I responded to it too. So let me go look for it. Well, you know what? Let me not waste time. Let's do one thing at a time. I copied it. I'm gonna paste it on my list. Okay, so this is something I was typing. Let's remove that. Put it here just in case I do remember to put it back to search for that video. Yep, it was this video. Alright, these are my comments in there. So let me go paste it here. Let me pause so I don't give myself work when I'm editing. Okay, so this is what I wrote. For those who wish to not do any research, and I put this in parentheses, when almost everything is online, this is how Invictus work with their participant. Maybe I should tag Invictus instead of put the hashtag. Let me see if I could get it. Okay, so I have -1. So let's see. Let me remove one of this. Okay, so I tag Invictus. All right, for those who wish to not do any research when almost everything is online, this is how at Invictus work with their participant. Article, and there's the link. Take a few moments and read this 19 pages. I cannot write anymore, so there. I tag Invictus in there. All right, so that's that. Let's start with my tweet, my list. I think I have 10 of them. This was a little bit extra. This is the first one. I'm not sure if it's on Blue Sky or on X. Okay, so it's here. Let's pause this. What is that? Harry will never trust his brother, Slumlord Willy, with such information because he will have leaked it to the media mob. Slumlord, if you knew about Harry's relationship, Meghan bringing his henchmen. Alright, so he's responding to that. Okay, so he introduced his new girlfriend to his best friend's Nacho, his cousin Eugenie, and then his grandmother before William. His jealous boy wonder why. Harry is a very smart man. Someone just liked something. Let me see if it's what I just posted. Let me pause for a second. Exactly what I just posted. Somebody liked it. There it is here. I tag Invictus and there it is. Someone just liked it. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so Harry introduced Meghan to all the people that's important to him but William, and then William is upset about it. All right, no Willy, no leaked. That's right, nobody knew about it. These are all the pictures during the docu-series. Yep. Okay, so what is that? Meanwhile, back at the castle in the mid-2000s, it was William who was busy attending his ex-girlfriend's brother's wedding in Kenya and had his brother introduce his new girlfriend Kate to his grandmother at his cousin Peter's wedding. Will is such an ass. There's an article here from Hello Magazine. Should we look into that? Where did the squad get all those teas? I'll put the link here if you guys care. Prince William left fans confused after discussing Kate Middleton's first meeting with the Queen. The Duchess of Cambridge first met the Queen 5 years into her relationship with William. Oh my God. Okay, royal watchers have been left confused after Prince William seems to suggest that he was present at Kate's first meeting with the Queens back in 2008. Kate was introduced to the monarch when she attended the wedding of William's first cousin, Peter Phillips, in Windsor. The 36-year-old attended solo without her then boyfriend. I will not even go. This is such an embarrassment. I will not even go. You see, this is the thing. I guess this is why the Queen sort of look at her in a certain way. There's a video that I have where the Queen was showing something. I think it was her dress, her wedding dress. And then she opened her mouth. The Queen was like, I don't approve of this. And she zipped her mouth.
I'm not in on this. I don't approve of this.
And the Queen was walking like a boss. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But during the couple's joint engagement interview with the BBC in 2010, William seemed to suggest that he was at the wedding. When asked what it was like to meet William's grandmother for the first time, Kate said, well, I first met her at Peter and Autumn's wedding, and again it was and amongst a lot of other guests. She was very friendly, and yes, it was fine. You see, she allowed it to happen. Isn't the Peter Philip had married with the Canadian, and I believe they divorced now. Okay, so where's William in this picture? Nowhere to be seen. There's Harry, there's the horse, there's Prince Philip. I don't know who the rest are. There's no William. There's Andrew, there's Charles. Okay. Alright, so this will be in the description for you guys. I'm not gonna read anymore. Okay, I'm back on Twitter. So I read part of it. You got it. Okay, so that's an ad. That's an ad. Imagine if he did not. Okay, imagine if he did that first. I think Harry knew. Yeah, Harry understand everybody. Even when it was time to ask the Queen permission to marry Meghan, he made sure nobody was around her. Why do you think is that? That's because other people will influence her to say no. And look what happened at the Syndrium. Okay, everybody was screaming and all of that, and disrespecting the Queen and everything. And the Queen just shut her mouth. Why do you think is that as well? Because the Queen knew it was almost time for her to go and let those savages who's gonna run the institution make the decision for their future. And look how it is now. So true, Willy leaks. Yep, that part, there's the heart. My impression, for what it's worth, is that William has a jealous nature and was jealous of Harry their whole lives. It was said by one of those royal rats. They say he was jealous. They raised him to be like that, to be greedy. Look what's happening around the world. These are the same type of people who wants to rule the world, taking everybody, all the natives off of their lands so they could be greedy. So that way, when they're doing their things, William, could understand. This is what's happening here. They train him to be like that. And it happened out of the blue. It was very calculated. Like I've said, I did not read that anywhere. I did not see it printed or on any television. This is my conclusion of things. It started since the Queen's father died. And they had a plan to make sure they have control of the institution. Once the Queen's father died, they made sure the Queen was overseas as much as possible, and then the men in gray suit, the nannies or whatever, will train Charles. Look how Charles is. And then by the time Charles have William, okay, look what happened to Princess Diana, who was one of the good person who would have bring the institution to a modern type of institution. They did not like it. So they got rid of her. And then and when you look at the nature of Princess Diana, kind of loving and all of that, people around the world love her for things, humanitarian work she was doing. People around the world love that. The institution did not like that. This is not what they want. They do not want people to have control of themselves. Okay? So, if anyone who's giving anybody the opportunity to have control of their own lives, they do not want that. They want to be the one in control. Remember that. They want to be the one in control. So Princess Diana was giving people hope, self-sufficient. They did not want that. And then they got rid of her. And then you have William. They have full control of her now, of him now, because the mother was not there to influence him of things that needs to be done for the people. Okay, so now you have that William to be so selfish, don't care about anything. He's even worse than Charles, in my humble opinion. Look at Meghan. Meghan was over there giving people self-sufficient type of things. Looking the cookbook, all of the things she was doing, self-sufficient. They don't want her. It's the same pattern. People haven't learned a damn thing about this institution yet, it seems. Yeah, this person probably got it. My impression, for what it's worth, is that William has a jealous nature and was jealous of Harry their whole lives. I formed it when I saw a montage of William jokingly belittling, Harry in public many times over the years. I've shared so many of these videos with you. You have Matt Lauer interviewing them. And when they ask Harry, what you want to do? I mean, whatever he said at that time, this is exactly what he's doing right now. Harry had his head on his shoulder. He knew what he wanted to do. Before Harry even answered, William said some bullshit like he's going to be smoking or drinking or some nonsense.
Like what?
Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a policeman, but that happened. I wouldn't want to be that now.
Most popular cop on the block.
Exactly.
What would you want to do?
I think I don't know. It's a really tricky question. It goes through my head lots. I'd like to fly helicopters, definitely. I'd like to be some sort of heli-pilot, you know, working for the UN maybe or something like that. Go off and do some, you know, I'd have to be doing something active outside and doing sort of fun stuff, but with an edge to helping people.
How about you, Harry?
He'd probably sit in and play computer games and drink beer.
Thanks a lot. No, I honestly, I don't know how well this would get out, but I'd probably live in Africa. I'd like to spend all my time out there.
In a humanitarian
both. It would be a humanitarian aspect and as well as a sort of safari aspect. As a job, it'd probably be a safari guide, and then
it'd be really good for me because he wouldn't be around, you see, so I'd get the highest to myself.
At the same time, you know, splitting my time between a charity, you know, in the Sutu, probably the Sutu as well. If you know, if I became normal tomorrow, then I'd have
that word normal comes up a lot, doesn't it? It really is. It's kind of the holy grail out there.
I feel abnormal.
And then there was another interview. I think it was during their mother's, they were doing that festival, the concert and all of that. That lady was just yapping, laughing for no reason, asking some question. And, I think they asked if they did some, I forgot the question, but I have the clip. And William was like, he's going to be drinking and smoking somewhere, you know.
Yeah, well, for a concert it'll be easy, and it's actually been a lot tougher than you imagine.
Yeah. We couldn't have done it with everybody else's help. Yeah. Everyone coming together, all the little cogs and pieces put together to turn out to get this, and it's just amazing.
I mean, to be fair, we know nothing about concerts. So, you know,
you do now.
Well, yeah, no, everyone else has done all the hard work. We just, you know, came up with the idea. So.
Has there been any kind of diva demands or sort of pop stars you've had to deal with that have been quite tricky?
We couldn't possibly be so indiscreet.
The Spice Girls were quite keen to.
It's been the hardest. You know, some cigarettes somewhere and a beer. That's about it, really. But apart from that, it's been pretty easy.
Every time they have the chance to say something together or something, William always put him down. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's go back to the original. There's these pictures here, okay? No gives a crap, but you here. I don't know what is, but anyway, let's leave that alone. Next tweet. Oh my God, I spent too much time on this. The royal family and the British media, in their quest to destroy Harry and Meghan, have forever changed how the world views Britain. They have ushered a severe degradation, a rapid fall from grace. I mean, it's just that it's not a rapid fall of grace. We thought, well, let me not say we, I thought, knowing what I know now, after Princess Diana, people would have learned something. There's a thumbnails that I did on PYTE video when I first started, covering Harry and Meghan. On the cover, I put a picture of one, I think it was 2 women who were crying at the death of Princess Diana. And then on top of it, and I said something like they're lying or something like that. Because I thought since Princess Diana died, many people would have understand. But they fall back on line again. And look at the US, for instance, same thing. Okay, we thought, at least I thought, we learned from his past presidency in 2016 to 2020. They voted for him again. So I'm like, I don't know. People have, maybe my wish for this new year is that people have a brain to think for themselves. That would be my wish, to think for themselves and be able to at least analyze. Okay, if this happened, maybe there's a possibility that could happen. To have this type of equation type of thing, of mindset, to think for yourself. I mean, I'm not asking for people to be, well, maybe they should, rocket scientists, but at least the basic of things, common sense. This is what I wish for the world. Okay, especially in the United States and the UK too, to have the basic of common sense. Some people have it, but the rest, I don't know what happened. They prefer to be in an abusive relationship, it seems like, to be miserable all the time. I'm not just talking about the UK now. The US is involved in that aspect as well after our last election. Alright, so where was I? Sometimes when I get into these things, I just can't believe the way people do things. Okay, a rabbit fall from grace. They unveil a racist, uncivilized, mediocre facade of the monarchy and the country. Alright, 2 minutes and 2 seconds. 7 seconds. Let's see what he said.
With the palace, and they then spun it to make Charles look as good as possible.
I mean, when you look at any royal rats or any journalist who's not telling the truth, I'm wondering what's in their brain. Do they think they are living in a different universe? Whatever they spew out there will not affect them in some shape or form. They might be okay now, but the continuous nonsense, non-stop, daily, they feeding out into the world, at some point it's gonna come back to haunt you. Look at, okay, let me not go to the healthcare thing. Then that I will take forever. So let's finish listening to this world rat who's been spewing nonsense, and he knows he's saying nonsense. This is the worst. They're all aware of that.
Harry tells it was a total stitch-up. Yes, Harry's taken drugs, but he didn't do the rehab. The story was basically fictitious.
But Boland's spin worked, and within hours the broadcast media made it headline news.
Prince Harry admitted to regularly smoking cannabis and drinking alcohol.
Prince Harry admits smoking cannabis, says this 100 times. Prince Harry, Prince Harry, and Prince Harry. The whole of the news of the world's coverage as far as I can make out.
The only thing that Harry had going for him while he was in the UK is that I think he remained true to himself. Was telling the truth wherever he can instead of hiding it, and then when the people knows the truth, they will hold it against him. So this is why he's free now. He feels like there's a huge heavy load off of his shoulders because he was living his true self, even though he was trying to keep things private, but his family keep on throwing him under the bus, so they relieve him from all those things they could have held against him. Let's continue.
Based on an interview with what they call a family friend. Now, if this family friend was speaking with St James's Palace's approval, that would be utterly fascinating.
The trail to find the family friend led to Camilla's hand-picked King of Spin, Mark Boland. When the News of the World presented their evidence to Boland, he used his close relationship with editor Rebecca Wade to soften the story. He even...
And this is why Harry is not backing down from the lawsuit that's coming up in January. We are in January. We have what? 24 days to go. I believe it. I don't know the exact date though. They just said January 25. Why did I say 24 days? Is it on January 25th? I don't know. But anyway, let's continue. This is why he's going with the lawsuit. He's not backing down. They've been doing it to him all his lives, especially after his mom died. And his mom also part of the issue as well, for writing nonsense about her as well.
Supplied Wade with the extra detail of Harry's royal visit to the rehab centre to make Charles look good.
After many, many years of lies being told about me, there comes a point where the relationship between certain members of the family and the tabloid press have decided to go to bed with the devil, to rehabilitate their image. But the moment that comes at the detriment of me, I draw the line.
There it is.
It was a very bad decision on Boland's part. I think Charles was slightly distracted at the time, but I think he would probably feel now that he shouldn't allow that to happen.
And this is why, what is it? I think the judge who told Harry, don't bring stuff, leaks from the internet and things like that. These are things that he could have used. But the judge give him another obstacle. That was only if he used the Leveson inquiry, if the government allow him to view it. I don't know if some of you are aware of that. if you are new, I've been saying this, my old subscribers will know about that because I've mentioned it. And this is why, because I think the judge knew or felt like there's no way the government will let him see the Leveson inquiry. But guess what? Sunak allowed him to see it. People were shocked. People were shocked. And that's how he's able to, whatever evidence he's going to present to the court, you know, it's from the Leveson inquiry itself. Not from the internet, not from hearsay or anything like that, or from these people talking like this. Maybe his lawyer could ask them to come and talk about things under oath. Because there they are talking here. Can they do it under oath? Alright, so let's continue.
Because it does look like a son being sacrificed to make his father look better.
I think Charles's office were pretty cold-blooded in the way they used Harry, misrepresenting facts in order to portray his father and his mistress in a better light.
Okay, it's done. And the other thing as well, I've said it in one of the videos I did yesterday, and it seems like every decision the palace make, it's always the wrong decision, but yet they're looking for perfection. Every decision that they make, trying to put the facade to look that beautiful fairy tale kind of things, it's always the wrong decision, and eventually it come out. I don't know how they do it. Every day they have to get up and defend. So there's Harry talking here.
Unfortunately, every single story was complete lies, which it rarely, well, which it always is, basically, which is a shame. But, you know, it's something I'd love to do, and, you know, now I've had the chance once, I suppose I've got quite into it. And at the end of the day, if you join the army, you expect to go on operations. I don't want to sit around at Windsor because I just generally don't like England that much, and, you know, it's nice to be away from all the press and the papers and the general shite that they write.
I guess this is where I sort of have that idea whenever I said that Harry, whenever he's finished doing royal engagement for the institution and stuff like that, he fly to Africa. So maybe this is where I got that sense. He never said that he fly to Africa to enjoy himself, but I always feel like this is how it was. I don't know. Only Harry could respond it. But this one somewhat come close to that aspect. Let's continue.
It's too risky for you to go back as a soldier.
More of the fact that I think the media had said that they would never keep their mouths shut if I went into the same job, so I'd have to do something different if I wanted to go, yes.
With the media
And this is the thing too, that's make Harry's brain always working. They interrupt his mission in Afghanistan, being in the military. So now he cannot go back, and it pushes him to learn to fly the Apache helicopter. I mean, the institution, the tabloid, make Harry that mentally strong, to be honest, because they've been training him at a young age, thinking that they're going to destroy him, but he learned the hard way. You know, he learned to maneuver around them. All right, so he had to go through all of that before he met Meghan, because look where they are now. Not only living their best life, and then the tabloid that they're fighting with the tabloid too. Look at a second Meghan was over there. They already tried to abuse her privacy, which is the letters she sent to her father, and she fought them really quickly. Really quickly. Look how long it took Harry to do that. His whole lifetime. Pretty much. This is what I said. When you see those two roads, I mean, I always view things in a picture aspect. But when you see the two roads, the road that I show for Meghan is straight. It's long. It's like Meghan knew what she wanted to do. Her head is on her shoulders. She's already been going through the obstacles while she was living her life due to laws, regulation that the U.S. put. Her mother had to go through, teach her things and all of that. So her road was straight. Okay? And then Harry, on the other hand, because of his privilege, for the rest of the world, people will see this is the best life. But for him, being at the top of the social class, he was facing a different type of life, type of barricade type of things. The tabloid, the father using him, the brother using him. So these are childish things for the rest of the world. But for him, it means a lot because they portray him to the rest of the world as this other type of a person that he is. So he had to go through the things that he went through before he had to meet Meghan, because Meghan understood life. Harry did understand life, but in a different aspect that was sheltered. So in order for him to meet Meghan, he had to go through these unnecessary nonsense they keep on putting on him, and he learned to maneuver around them. And then by the time he meets Meghan, his head was on his shoulder. He knew who were the enemies and everything like that. And then there we are.
My path. Then came H. I mean, he literally talk about a plot twist.
And he's fighting them. All right, but let's continue.
Following his every moment, Harry can't hide his irritation.
Harry, you enjoying getting stuck in? Not really with you guys.
More of Afghanistan. Harry's exasperation, even loathing of the press, has shone through loud and clear.
My father always says don't read it. Everyone says don't read it because it's always rubbish. I'm surprised how many people in the UK actually read it. I mean, everyone's guilty for buying the newspapers, I guess, but hopefully no one actually believes what they read.
Look at this. Since he wasn't... Look, he's been telling people that. He understood the situation. He understood it. And he continued with that fight. And it's a fight he didn't want to go there, but they push him. Because the tabloid was fully aware that they could get away with it. And they refused to live, like he said in one of those videos here, this is where he drew the line when they, get to his personal lives. And now they were attacking his wife and his child and all of that. So he's like, I'm going all the way. Oh my goodness.
Which I certainly don't. But yeah, of course I read it. If there's a story and something's being written about me, I want to know what's being said. But all it does is just upset me and anger me that people can get away with writing the stuff they do. Not just about me, about everything and everybody.
And that's why when he was at the deal book and he said that his hope for the lawsuit is, what was it, for consequences. I have a short video about that.
You've had very strong words about Rupert Murdoch and what you think he did in this phone hacking scandal. What is the goal of this lawsuit, which has been ongoing now for a very, very long time?
The goal is accountability.
He wants, for them to be punished for what they did. He didn't say it like that, but he used a different term.
That mistrust of the press, I mean, how far back does that go? Is that something that's
I think it's fairly obvious how far back it goes, to when I was very small.
Okay, so there's this here.
To the public, and who are very good at it. We're out there in Nigeria sort of looking really attractive and being, appealing people. And what a pity it is, they've gone. There is a kind of Harry-shaped hole in the monarchy at this time when they're in such sort of beleaguered circumstances.
Do you think the rift's permanent?
It might be, because things tend to get more and more ossified, like they did with the Windsors. But I think we needed Harry and Meghan, and I think unfortunately what's come to pass with the cancer diagnosis and things shows just how depleted the family is and how much it needs all its stalwarts. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I hope.
Oh, please, there's no cancer. But the thing is that with Harry, he made sure, because he knew how lazy these people were, and he knew they couldn't do anything once he leave. And that's why he wanted the review. One of many reasons, okay? One of many reasons for the review. But the judge agreed with the institution because the brother, put it in writing.
Began to address Granny about the 5 options. Barring that, they would only accept option 5. We discussed the 5 options for nearly an hour. At last, the bee got up and went round the table, handing out a draft of a statement the palace would soon be releasing.
The brother, put it in writing.
Announcing implementation of option 5. Wait, I'm confused. You've already drafted a statement? Before any discussion? Announcing option 5? In other words, the fix was in this whole time? This summit was just for show? No answer.
And said he wants his brother out. And then ever since, we see what happened. And when they're asking, I raised that in some other videos, okay, when they're trying to give William credit for being the one one of the co-creator of the Royal Foundation. There's no way. There's no way. He doesn't have the mind to do that. It was all Harry's work, and they just plaster his name next to it. And then I was reading something where they added Kate into it as well. But anyway, that's that. It's finished. This is O'Brien.
Who do you think the Daily Mail have managed to imply is responsible for Justin Welby's situation? Is it A, John Smythe, the serial child sex abuser, who Welby stands accused of not properly investigating? Is it B, Boris Johnson, who was Prime Minister during one of the more relevant periods of Welby's primacy? Or is it C, Meghan Markle? It's a bit of a rhetorical question, isn't it? But you probably think I'm joking.
No, they probably blame
I'm
her.
not.
Meghan.
How Justin Welby fell under Harry and Meghan's spell as Archbishop of Canterbury resigns over ignoring prolific sex abusers' crimes, how his friendship with the Sussexes raised questions about his judgment. So come here a minute. I told you years ago, right, that there...
Of all people to be friend with, that's the least. Because he didn't even stand up to tell the truth about the what Harry and Meghan did prior to their wedding. But he came out to defend Andrew. Remember when I have a video about it, where he was trying to defend Andrew to, to come back to the public and all of that. So, of all people...
Does
oops. Let's
it was not a story in the universe that certain members of the media wouldn't try and blame on Meghan Markle. And you thought I was exaggerating. If you'd said to me that day, do you honestly think that if the Archbishop of Canterbury resigns over a child sex abuse scandal, they'll try and blame it on Meghan Markle? Do you know what I would have said? I'd have said, no, all right, maybe not every story. Maybe not every bad thing that happens in the UK could be turned into a story about Meghan Markle. And guess what?
It did.
I'd have been wrong. Because here is a story about a child sex abuse scandal engulfing the Church of England and prompting the resignation of Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, and the Mail have turned it into a story about Meghan Markle.
The first time I came across Justin Welby, and I did a little background of him, and I find out that he was a businessman and some company, oil company, I believe, in France and all of that. And I was like, how the hell? From that to this? So I would love to look more into what he was doing as a business person that made him turn all of a sudden to hide behind the church. There must be something somewhere. But anyway, but it is what it is. I might have different videos because I'm still at the second tweet on my list, so there might be different videos, and I'm already 30 something minutes. Sadly true. Said it is. That's an ad. Okay, even the royals know if the media were to turn against them, the royals are toast. There will be a referendum tomorrow and they are gone. It's not freedom of speech what they are doing, it's freedom to harass, and the government are afraid as well. One of the things that I've said is that if they stood for the people, they help the people, and they support the people to make the people have a better way of living and things like that, fight for the people, they won't have to worry about the tabloid, because the people will see that, okay, the royal family is there, is helping me, it's making my life better. They will fight for them without even, them asking. But they're against the people too, so what the hell? They have to be afraid of the tabloid. Exactly, hence their diabolical pact. And this is the thing as well. I've said this before, but I don't know I don't expect anybody to agree with me.
Got it?
It's those business people, the same group who were starting with the slavery. They want to continue that. Okay? This is their offspring who wants to go back to that. So in order to do that, they want to make sure they have control of the king. Okay? And they did that. So now, when they do something wrong against the law and the law catches up to them, they could always hold that against the king or the whoever higher above, and they're doing that over here in the US as well. Okay, so they could be pardoned. Okay, so all of the things that you see going on around the world, it's those business people. When you look at things, what's happening in Haiti, okay, there's an area in Haiti, let me see, I think Labadi or something, what's the name of it? Okay, so I look it up. There it is here. What part of Haiti do cruise ships go to? Cruise ships go to Labadi, a private resort on the northern coast of Haiti. Private resort? How? How did they get that to be private? Okay, Labadi is located in the arrondissement of Cape Haitian and the North Department. It's a peninsula that connected to the island of Hispaniola. Okay, so when you look at, let's look at this part here. Why do I bring this? Because there was something that I saw. That's not what I want looking for. This part. You know what? I'll show. Okay, maybe I could copy it here. Many people will not know this is in Haiti because all the things you're hearing about Haiti, it's bad. All right, one of the nicest place. And then these people are creating chaos over there. So the Haitians don't know that they're taking their land little at a time. The same thing that happened in Middle East. You have I know many people will not agree with me saying, oh, the Jews were there. Whatever, because it's not the Jews, the true Jews that doing this. These are the business people, okay, who hide behind the Jews to do that. They gave them a small corner and they expand, and look where we are now. The same thing is going to happen to Haiti. There was one time, earlier of my videos, I was talking about Haiti. I want to reach to some people to tell them this kind of thing, and I had people come after me. Oh, you don't know the history of Haiti. I don't need to know the history of Haiti to know this is what they're going to do. We see the pattern of everything. And this is why one of the reasons I post on my community board, who knows about any, how will I say that, any organization that's helping Haiti in terms of education. Because it is education that they need to learn to protect their land, because they will take it back. By the time they take it back, there will be no Haitian left. They will destroy all of them. How did guns get into Haiti? Haiti does not produce guns. The same thing that Mexico told America. We do not produce guns. Where do those guns come from? They want people to destroy each other, and they could just walk in and take it. If anybody who knows anyone who's destroying each other, let them know that. Because at the end of the day, the last man standing will not have anyone to help them against those barbaric white people coming in to take their land. They're giving them little change to do the unthinkable. It's off their hand. It's similar to the healthcare guy. Okay, they hide behind the law, and then they're killing people. But it's so much. If you know any Haitian, you could let them know about this. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in the video, because many times I've said a lot of things like this and then I remove it. Okay, who would have thought this is Haiti? What do you see on TV about Haiti? You don't see any nice images like that. Okay, they're taking it a little bit at a time, and I believe there's a part of that land they barricaded. They put a fence there. They do not want the rest of the population to come and enjoy the land. Okay, so they made sure to make sure that the rest of the Haitian don't come onto that part. Okay, and then little at a time they're gonna expand their barricade, their fence, moving further inland, squeeze the Haitian in, squeeze them in, and then they will all be gone. So anybody who's killing each other, just know your numbers, you are the prime target once you finish do their dirty work for them. Okay? So that's that. Maybe I should leave that. Oh my God. Maybe this is something that was on my chest I wanted to release. But anyway, let's leave this video as that. I'm gonna do another video because I'm 40 something minutes here. Let's see what this one is about, because I have more to share with you, and I want to start fresh. Let's see what's this about here. Okay, haha, badge of honor, there's the laugh. After pointing out Becky's obvious lies and fabrication, she's blacked me. Of course, this won't stop me calling out her fantasy stories. Okay, Rebecca English blacked her. Okay, haha, welcome to the club. So these people, they want to stay in their tunnel vision of spreading lies, misinformation, all this nonsense. When you try to tell them the truth, constructive criticism, similar to another video that I was doing regarding eyelashes. Okay, blacking people don't want to hear constructive criticism. Just black people, they don't want to hear. This is the thing. They don't care. They have a mission. They want to focus on their objective, and they just roaming to anybody. If you get in their way, oh, so be it. Okay, they will bulldozer over you to get to their objective. Okay, similar to what I was just saying in the last tweet about Haiti. Okay, they're gonna, pay some few, I don't know, people who wants a few bucks, and they cannot even spend it freely. I don't know. It's like they are in a bubble over there. Okay, LOL, she's black me too, but I can see her BS effing blah blah face. That's the B word. Alright, they can't stand being called out on their BS. I'm black too. I don't know if she blacked me because I don't follow her, so it won't serve me any purpose anyway. If you guys don't bring it on my timeline, I will not know. Okay, so we're done. Okay, I have more to share with you, so we're gonna be done with that. Too much. I'm too hyped right now. I need to calm down to start a new video. Alright, so this is the back end. That's it. You know what? Let's do a prayer. Prayer for, I was saying something about to be smart, well-minded. Prayer for wisdom. That's it. Prayer for wisdom. Because we need that moving forward. Because these people, they are masterful at psychology. They want to manipulate people to even hate on themselves. That's how good they are with psychology. Okay, prayer for wisdom. Let's see. Okay. Oops, there's one that, okay, this, oh, it's too small. Let's go back. Where's the one that I saw here? For wisdom. Okay, this one is better. Oop. Prayer for wisdom. Father, your wisdom exceeds all. I want to follow your wise ways of life and teachings, but in this world we live in today, it's almost impossible to truly understand all of your ways. Give me the wisdom today to see things like you, to hear things like you, and to have a deep understanding of my faith. Give me, the faith that many of you need to have is a faith of yourself, because I truly believe God has given all of us all the things that we needed to be in a space of love. But many of us refuse to follow it. I don't know. We do not live forever. But yet, men are so hungry for power. In order to get that power, they have to abuse others. I don't understand. I do not understand. Sometimes you have to meet them at their level. If they refuse to leave you in the space of tranquility, peace, sometimes if they keep on persisting, look at Harry, for instance. They keep on poking him. He never wanted to go in that route. But because they refused to leave him alone, so he had to meet them at their level and in his own way. Sometimes you have to be savage to protect your well-being because they refuse to leave your space alone. So, I don't know. I don't want to say things. I'm not accusing or telling people to go do things, but I truly wish you could stay within your space, but if they're persistent, reach them at their level. That's all I could say. I'm not saying to go do any unthinkable. You do your things in your own special way. To be in your space of love, tranquility, prosperity, and all of that. Alright, give me the knowledge to teach myself and others the greatness of you. I desire to follow you, to practice your teaching, and to listen to your callings, for they are only for the goodness and well-being of myself and others. Amen. Okay. I don't want to say people to meditate. Maybe meditation is a good way to go to connect with yourself. But I myself need to learn that. And I think the power lies within all of us. Because many of us don't believe on ourselves. We're looking for someone else to tell us, this is God, this is what God said. If they could do it, why can't you do it yourself? How did they know God said this, God said that? It's not like I'm trying to say bad things about religion. I believe we need religion to keep us in a line of peace and prosperity, to do good things, moral, understand each other and all of that. But when you come to the micro being of things, it lies within all of us. So find yourself and learn to be yourself and be at peace. I don't know. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is the right thing, but too many people don't believe on themselves. Look at the evangelicals in the US. They're always looking for, I don't know, they want to go to heaven and all of that. And look who they're following. Just look who they're following. Someone who has abused other human being, who lie, cheat, steal, and do all sort of things. This is the one they're following. So you tell me, this is a wake-up call for everybody. If you think many of these people, the evangelicals, are people of God, you need to think twice. I don't know what Bible they're reading. I don't know any verse in the Bible. This is why I search for prayers. Okay? This is why I search for prayers, because I do not know any verse and I don't want to learn any verse. Yes, I could look for something and then read it to inspire. Okay, to inspire. But look who these people are following. They read the Bible, they do all of this, but yet this is who they're following. If the guy said jump, they will say how high. Meanwhile, just look at Trump's past. Oh my God, that's it. Let's leave this video alone because I'm too hype on this one. I need to calm down to start the next video because I cannot continue like that. That's it. I guess this is the New Year's, the way that I'm feeling right now. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna do another video.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.